I was so excited. I thought he might be playing Magnus, but he dodges Magnus, I think, just by 1 or 2 seeds there. They're on the board next to each other. Instead, he's playing another member of the Uzbek Olympic gold medal.
He's doing a Kasparov, going through the team, taking them all down. Might as well do a Simmel against them. And here we have, okay, could it be a King's Indian defence again?
Could be. It could be a Grunfeld defence. Let's see what Vakhidov is up for. Faustino, he's a very mature player. Like, of course, we've seen how cool he is with the tactics, but he can play very positional chess as well. He plays e4, d4, he plays all openings, which I didn't learn until I was in my mid-20s, I must admit. But it is kind of a Grunfeld here, with a Fianchetto for both sides, and the center is about to disappear. It's about to be liquidated, and symmetry looks guaranteed.
Yep, that looks pretty symmetrical to me. And Vakhidov, I played him before. He lived in England for a little bit. Strong player, proved a lot all of a sudden. And I know he takes his chess very serious, and a great player. And it looks fairly even at the moment, apart from this last move now, with maybe the black knight on the left-hand side being a little bit offside on b4, and white's bishop's a little bit more funky. But it's just the only difference is the knights here, David. Yeah. Only difference.
It's literally just these knights, as you point out. If you shuffle them, put them anywhere else, total symmetry. And yeah, there's the question about whether the knight can ever come in before maybe leaping back, or whether the black bishop's coming in. White starts first. White has the extra tempo. So you would think in symmetrical positions that maybe it's a small advantage here, but if you can't find a useful move, that could very much change hands. Vakhidov has done a good job of staying up on the clock, and okay, risky strategic move there from Faustino. He's kicking away the black bishop, but he's also blocked in his own bishop behind his own pawn. So black happily steps back, and he's got to watch out for the black knight coming in now. Yeah, this is very tense. These positions tend to go either way. Like, very rarely are they ever boring, despite the symmetry. And the knight jumps in.
It's a big move, that one, because you offered a pawn on b2, which black grabs, fearlessly grabs. But the white piece is looking quite scary.
Yeah, really scary. And like you said, this knight is almost trapped. Like, you could even nudge it now. It might have to retreat back to the edge of the board. There are ideas such as knight jumps already.
Knight c5, yeah. This is a big move, isn't it? I feel like that. And also you're threatening to win the knight now on b4. White's piece is looking so much better. Grabbing that pawn has allowed White's rook into the game. Could Faustino be going onto maximum score? Whenever he gets a good position, he starts going into dance mode. Raving away there with maximum points. And he's got a great position here.
Wow, it's a golden opportunity to get to 6 out of 6. I want to see him busting up the robot or something when he wins. Proper celebration.
Can you do the robot, Dave?
Can't.
You can't, no?
No, I tried to do the worm when I was young, but...
the worm, I've seen that in the club a couple of times. Maybe we should have a little... Maybe we can get the crowd to see if we can get you doing a robot on air, like when we get a chance for next break.
If Faustino gets 11 out of 11, we'll join the celebrations. That would be historic. But, okay, it's going to be difficult. Long way ahead. He's still got 1 month, I believe, just over 1 month to become the world's youngest ever Grandmaster. He needs a norm from an open tournament. But the way he's playing, Simon, it feels like a matter of time.
Yeah, he's clearly Grandmaster strength already. I'd be terrified playing him if I had the chance. And it was a bit unfortunate because at Tatterstill, I can see he did get a norm, effectively, but it was a closed tournament, so it doesn't actually count towards his Grandmaster title. And what do you mean by a closed tournament? Like an all-play-all, so all the players have to play each other. If it was an open tournament where you don't know who you're playing, he would have already got the title, but he's clearly Grandmaster strength.
Mm-hmm. The way he's playing, he's making very strong Grandmasters struggle, sweat. There was a stronger move in that position. I'm really surprised he didn't take this pawn, because due to some fork ideas, I think the black queen would have had to step forward. The white knight could have come back, and we could have repeated the position. He's shaking his head now, Faustino. He knows he could have played the same idea, just in a different order. Knight takes pawn first, and then this queen move would have been super strong.
Very nice tactic there. And I guess here black could take the knight maybe as an option, trying to get the knight back. I mean, there might be something stronger, but very complex. Pieces hanging everywhere. And now still looking... Well, black's back in the game now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just taking his eye off the ball for half a move there, Faustino. I think he was a bit flustered because he spent a long time in the early stages. This pawn is still up for grabs, but now the black queen has some nicer squares to jump to. And black is still 2 pawns up, despite how weird this knight does look on a2. It's coming back. It's coming back with full force.
Yeah, he's got to be quite careful now. And Vakhidov's done a great job of getting through those complications and just keeping the game alive. His position was bad, but he's complicated things in his favor. Only 1 pawn now. The knight goes in, but yeah, that A pawn's a big pawn. The pass pawn that black has could be very dangerous.
Yeah, it's always dangerous, an A pawn combined with a fianchettoed bishop that supports the promotion square. So if the tactics don't work out for Faustino now in the next few moves, he will be in big trouble. I think his idea, though, is to blow open the center, which makes sense, especially with a lurking fianchettoed bishop. So Vakhidov is trying to decide where best to place his queen.
Yeah.
I still have a feeling this is a 50-50, despite the computer slightly preferring black.
Look at that. Faustino he saw straight away. I love that facial rate. He knows immediately when a mistake is done. Oh,
is it this move?
Oh, he's getting excited.
Wow.
He's getting very excited there.
We're trying to listen in. He's not saying anything. He's just muttering to himself. Tactics. Okay, he takes a pawn. Now?
Surely queen takes knight now. Looks very strong. And grab it. He's played it.
There we go. He's in calculation mode. That is the face of someone who knows he's on the brink of victory. I think Vakhidov, this was just a blind spot and not an obvious one. Faustino is about to emerge with an extra exchange at the least.
I love the way he tries to psych himself up. It's really, look at it. Like, you know, come on. You can do it, son. It's like, yeah, he's his own major supporter. I mean, you still got to win this position. You're just an exchange up for nothing. But with pawns all on one side of the board, it's not completely simple, is it?
No. And he's trying now to get the queens off the board because he knows opposite color bishops will possibly help white here. It'll make it hard for black to defend the light squares. The f7 pawn is a target. The rook will come. The bishop will come. Okay, Vakhidov is desperately trying to harass the white bishop, but the rooks are coming in. The knight isn't doing too much in the center here.
Big threat here. Bishop takes pawns, so the rook has to go back. That f7 point, that's the key point here. If white can get the other rook lining up against f7, it should be it. And the rook is coming in onto the light square. Here it comes. Only way to defend f7, but now black is completely tied down.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how you play it here with white, but you can bring your king forward, start advancing these pawns. Surely black's not going to be able to defend here. If the g-pawn advances, maybe after a trade, black's going to try and block the dark squares. Can he find a way now, Faustino, to finesse it? He's got 1 minute left.
Yeah, they're both getting short of time here, and he's just waiting at the moment. You would have thought moving the g-pawn is the way to go at some point, but that g5 response looks good. You still got to win this one, and he has gone for it. Black's got to go g5 here, surely.
Yeah.
And he has.
It's just unthinkable, allowing white to step forward, hitting some pieces. If the black knight is ever kicked away, the f7 pawn drops. He hits the black bishop. Their tactics here feels so close. And, ooh, that's a nice move. If the black pawn had taken, the new pawn would have arrived on g5. He's so close now, Simon, surely.
He's very close. And the black knight is really bad here at the moment as well. There's still that weakness, and that is another big weakness. He's an exchange and a pawn up. He's just got to use that g-pawn now.
Oh, he was a bit nervous there. He could have actually taken the black knight off and won another pawn. He would have had rook and 2 pawns versus just a bishop. That would have been game over, but this is, of course, totally winning.
Yeah.
Vakhidov trying to set up a blockade on the dark squares, 35 seconds. More than enough, surely.
Yeah, it's not much time, though. And, you know, if you're going to spend... He's spending 2-3 seconds a move. I don't think that's going to be enough. He's going to have to hurry up. But the g-pawn now getting nearer and nearer. And surely something like rook b5, very close, just winning outright. And he has played it.
Mm-hmm. He's advancing with his king. He can push that king even further forward. He's breaking the blockade. Just have to make sure that the 2 pieces can't give themselves up for the white pawn and the white rook. Push the pawn. Push the pawn.
Push the pawn look good, David, yeah. And he might well do that now. And he has. And that could be it. 18 seconds. Knight's a little bit tricky, but He's a whole rook up now.
Oh, I love what he's doing, keeping his king and rook as far away as possible from each other. No forks now.
Yeah.
The white bishop, is going to get back into the game and beat that black knight away.
I love this technique. He's trying to separate the king and the knight, and this is a key idea. And look, he's celebrated there, and he's won.